Hey, it's Darcy from Darcy and Brian's Tales from the Nursery, and Xander is 7 months! So let's see, what is Xander up to? Xander is getting into stuff. Okay, so Xander keeps trying to escape the little section that we have in the playroom that I know is all clear for him. He keeps finding ways around. Not that that one was very difficult. Before I couldn't get it recorded, but he was like crawling over that pillow and he like went flying over it. Look at him go. He's like, get me out of here. He wants to get over by where his sister is. Getting into stuff. He is full on crawling now. Well, it's more of an army crawl, but he's getting quick. He can sit on his own for a few minutes until he like turns or something, and then he usually throws himself off balance. He's not quite getting up into his own sitting position yet. He tries. He kind of like does this like crunch move, but if I grab a hold of his hand and help him, he can sit up. Curious, active little guy. He's starting to babble and stuff. There's times where he does this and he's starting to make noises with he takes his fist over his mouth and stuff to do that kind of stuff. Has said mama and baba a little bit. It's not very consistent, but he usually starts out and he's going, and then he'll be like mama ba 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 ba. So he's starting to babble a little more. Mama mama mama. Faces. What are these awful faces? I know Mom needs to get her hair done. She's got an appointment coming up. What? I don't want to record the back of your head the whole time. He is still, eating salad stuff. He is eating more and more, it seems like, as we go on. He's definitely not content with just breast milk because he will cry and fuss until I feed him additional food, if he hasn't been offered it yet. She's not the best eater.
You see me hand waving.
I do see your hand waving. He continues to eat like a champ. He is now, at 7 months, he is now 17 pounds. I haven't measured his length since his last appointment, and he doesn't go to his next well baby checkup until he's 9 months old. So I don't know how long he is. He seems to be growing out of his 6-month size clothing already. I know that a lot of people don't have their kids in the appropriate, like, I know that the weird sizing system we have does not match up for most kids. But for my kids, at least with Rissa, it matched up pretty well because they're on the smaller side. I mean, even at, she's getting closer to being 3, and she still, she wears 2T, and actually things like pants, 24-month fits her better because she's so slim. He fits the best in like, the 6 to 12, or like the 9 to 12 stuff. He is not cooperating with me today. He doesn't know that we have to have this done for tomorrow, does he? Alright, so with feeding him solids, we're not exactly doing baby-led feeding at this point because it scares me too much when he like gags on stuff. So we are doing purees and things like that. With my daughter, we waited a little bit longer, so she was able to grab a lot of the stuff that she was eating with pinch or grasp, which Xander is starting to learn to pinch because he's pinching me. And he's teething. So, yeah, he's chomping and gumming. So he's, eating some different purees. Some of them I'm making at home. Some of them are ones that we buy. If we buy, I usually like to get the pouches because they're good for on the go. One of the things I do like, I do have this little bowl that is specifically for mashing up foods for little ones. So it has like this little masher, and there's grooves in the bowl, so it's really easy, like mashed bananas, strawberries, that kind of stuff. I do use that. But one thing that I do like to use, so that doesn't always require me to mash things, but I can feel comfortable and safe that he's not going to choke and not have to worry about, you know, the gag reflex protecting him, is this thing.
Yeah, good stuff.
He's got a little bit of a strawberry in there. This little feeder thing. I have tried mesh feeders in the past and I did not like them. They did not stay clean very well. I had one that Rissa used that got like moldy because of the way that it just didn't clean out very good, and I don't like the mesh feeders. So this one, you know, is like a rubbery. Don't make me get technical. So anyway, it's not mesh, but it cleans better because, you know, it's sort of like when you clean the nipples from a bottle or a pacifier or whatever. So, and it can go in the dishwasher, goes up in the top rack with our other like sippy cup pieces. And then you just stick the food in here and then you close it. It's got a little thing to keep it, you know, locked. And then baby can hold on to it, put it in his mouth, chew on it. We got the large size. There's actually 2 different sizes, but it's not very clear when I ordered on Amazon what, you know, how big or how small they are. But all the reviews kept saying that the little one was too small, so I got this one. And I mean, it still is kind of small when you sometimes have to use the back of a spoon to like finish jamming the food in. Let's see. Oh, we're also starting to work on signs. So the first sign that Xander is being taught right now is milk for nursing. We did signing with Rissa, and you know, she learned a few signs, but she started talking pretty early, so we didn't do a ton of signs. So it'll be interesting to see, like, with Xander. Anyway, he apparently wants something that his sister has right now.